Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we connect together in order to talk to you, listen to your queries, respond to your concerns, and look forward to answer as many questions as possible. This is a great initiative by our channel to help people across the world in order to meet their queries getting resolved at this particular live session. So we encourage people. We ask people to come back and join us on this particular call and let us know if they have any queries, any concerns, any doubts, any clarification, be it related to ISTQB certification, be it related to testing, be it related to any testing tools, or your career about being a QA so far. You are always free to connect here and let us know your queries and concern, and we would be more than happy to respond to you, help you understand those contexts, those concepts, and make you comfortable with the world of testing, right? So we are back again here as we connect every Saturday between 7 to 8 p.m. for an hour to help you understand these concepts and resolve your concerns and queries. So looking forward to your great questions coming up for the day as well. And if you have any questions, just do not hesitate. Let the question be anything. We would be more than happy to look into it and respond to those queries. So feel free and let us know if you have any questions. I would be more than happy to look into that and talk about it. For the past few weeks, we have been getting a very less response on the weekends. Probably like people are more committed with other works. So we'll look forward to today as well. And if there are no much people looking forward to any questions, we would be calling off our live session again earlier. But yeah, I'll be giving you some time, probably around 30 minutes or so, to see if we have any responses, any questions coming up next. And we would be more than happy to assist you with your queries, what you may have open. Okay, and also to highlight, we got our set C of the ISTQB Foundation sample papers already in progress. We are completed with our chapter 2, and now we'll be stepping into the chapter 3 to tell you more about it. And we would be interested to continue with that and complete it, and let you know that there would be some options, a poll coming up on our community, and we would like you to see there if you have got a suggestion to let us decide what will be our next set of tutorials or next series of tutorials which you want to have. Feel free to nominate there, feel free to vote for your option, because we pick up those tutorials which you are looking forward to, and we would be more than happy to meet your expectations through this channel. Okay, meanwhile, we got few questions from Hamid. Hamid says, hello, Neeru sir, very good evening. And I'm currently in Germany and want to start my career in software testing. I'm from mechanical background. Please guide me where to start from. What can we do after getting the foundation level certification of ISTQB? Okay, Hamid, so first of all, you need to get started with learning the concepts. So certification will be a value added option for you. And as you are in Germany, I don't think there would be a challenge getting a job into software testing, because they importantly look for the certification and the knowledge what you may have. So not just the theoretical concepts, you would need to be connected to someone who really knows testing in the real time, and spend some time with that person to understand how exactly the testing event happens in reality. Because not everything is written as a part of ISTQB Foundation, right? I hope you're understanding that point. So when it comes to a real world, things are certainly slightly done differently than what is written in the syllabus. Not exactly pin to pin same, right? Sometimes we talk about retesting. How often do we do retesting? How exactly the regressions are automated? Whether all the organization do the automation testing or not? So there are several concepts which you need to grab from a real time person, right? So I would suggest you in that case, like to take up a short crash course on software testing with some real-time application testing, right? Okay, this is what the application is. This is how you write the test cases. Now, again, writing test cases is not covered as a part of foundation level syllabus. We only talk about the concepts, but not how to prepare a defect report, how to write kind of the test cases, how to execute them, and sort of thing are not covered in our syllabus, right? So I want you to spend some time on that, because an organization would certainly look for people with great understanding of the real time process as well, not just the certification, because there are thousands of people getting certified thanks to me. Okay, and we just want to make sure that when it comes to competitive world, how much do you know about the world of testing, right? So spend some time in a cheaper way. If you have a connect, if you have someone working in testing already, spend few days with that person and try to grab as much knowledge as possible. Do some exercises, get it reviewed with that person. Or if you don't have anyone in connection, get into a kind of a formal course, but take it as a crash course where you just do the live interaction with the process and get this knowledge. Okay, and that would be enough. The certification, the understanding of the live execution would be more than enough for you to get into that. Okay, and that would do the purpose and fulfill your need, and you would be good to start your career as testing. Okay. Okay, you also say thanks, and what basic tools knowledge should one have at the beginning level? I'm planning to look for an internship after certification. Can you please guide me? What approach should I use for the job? Um, Say, for example, if you really want to get into the tools part, you can start with Jira. I do have my other channel for your reference. If you are not, I'm not sure if you know that, called as Testing in Nutshell. And there I've discussed a bit about what is a Jira, and that would be good for you to add into your resume and say that I know how to work with Agile, I know how to work with Jira, because that's the common tool which a lot of organizations are making use of, and that would be a plus for any organization today to look forward to in your profile. And second thing is automation. So if you think you have some time to prepare for automation as well, like maybe a month before you start hunting for your job, I would suggest you do a bit of basics of Selenium, which would be just like showcasing that you know an automation tool from a basic fundamental, but probably definitely you're not done a real time project. You can very well say that to the organization through your profile, and learn that, because an organization always look for the people who are inspired to upgrade themselves from time to time, right? If you showcase at least that, okay, before I start my career as QA, I have been through Selenium as a automation testing tool, and I know the fundamentals of it. If you give me some time, I can really work on it, or I can start working on it, right? So those kind of things you can plan for, and that would be a great thing to add up more on your portfolio. Okay, I hope that makes the sense to your query, what you had. Meanwhile, let me pick up another question from Jitendra. He says, same question for me also. Is there any course you can recommend? Okay, pretty much the same. I think you got this response there, but the course would be more of like a software testing course from a kind of, an individual instructor, or maybe from a premier organization where they do the pretty much good training. They give you good hands-on. That's more important. Okay, we don't want demonstrations. Okay, a lot of organizations back here in India would say, we will show you the demonstration, we'll give you the tool, and you go back home and practice it. Right? Now, we want to do it right here in the training center, where you take the training in front of the instructor, so that if you fail, if you have queries, you get the resolution right there. We don't want you to do the exercises back home. Okay, so look forward to those constraints, because of a lot of things. People say that we will be just demonstrating, and you have to go back home and do your exercises or hands-on. No, look for an institution where you can do your hands-on exercises right there in the institute, or maybe in front of the instructor, going live, taking online session, however. But while you do your hands-on, let the instructor be there with you. That's how it's going to benefit you. Okay, so that's how you can look forward to. So yeah, I think that pretty much answers your question there. If you got more, feel free to let me know. I would be more than happy to talk about it. Also, I'll be coming up with a kind of additional playlist. Recently, I started the X-ray tutorials for Jira, and that's for everyone else here. Uh, X-ray is a test management tool as an add-on available to Jira. A lot of people were looking forward to it. So I'm doing those tutorials on my other channel, which I just mentioned, Testing in Nutshell. So if you are not sure, not aware of the channel, that channel belongs to me as well. You would see me there. And I keep doing a lot of other than ISTQB stuff. So if you are interested to explore more from me, then that's the channel where you can look forward to great tools, great interactions, knowledge about automation testing, knowledge about other things than ISTQB. So this channel, TM Square, is exclusively for ISTQB certifications. So I didn't want to disturb this and deviate the audience, saying that I'm no longer talking about ISTQB or something. So yeah, pretty much separated on a different channel altogether. So you can look forward to that. Okay, Hamid says, thanks. Is ISTQB foundation level enough to crack the interview in terms of basic knowledge? Yeah, that would be more than enough. But people will not be sticking to the basic terminologies and definition, right, Hamid? So they would be looking forward to more of like real-time standards. That why do you do unit testing? When do you do integration testing? Can I do integration testing before unit testing? So those sort of things should be taken into account and understood. That why would I raise a defect? Can I raise a defect for anything, or some things can be just communicated as well? Oh, yeah. So when it comes to static testing, when we talk about reviews, we certainly do not put everything on a defect management tool. We just collectively put a review report and include the defects in that, right? So those are typical things which you can look forward to, right? How effectively static testing gets done in real time, how organization invests time there. Okay, so look forward to those things. All right, so Tahir is here. Tahir says, hi Neeraj, you are uploading test set for ISTQB CTFL these days. What other resources should I use along with these videos, like ISTQB sample exams as well? There are no other resources, to be frank. In fact, there are resources, but I do not recommend them because they are not as per the syllabus. So if you are visiting anything other than these three mock papers, you are visiting them at your own risk. Officially, neither me nor ISTQB recommends you any other portal because people don't have credibility for your success. They just have dumped several questions, which might be correct, which might not be correct, may have no answers to it, may have conflicting options, or may not be as per the syllabus at all. So this is where we do not recommend any other portal because I have personally been there and analyzed that the questions are pretty much going to ruin your confidence what you prepare from these three mock papers. Okay, so if you have been through these mock papers, then that's more than enough. You don't have dumps for ISTQB. I don't know. A lot of people say that can I go beyond three mock papers? Why would you need that? When you have been through the syllabus, you know the content, you have the confidence, you have taken through three mock papers. I don't know what more do we really need, right? Being prepared with that, you're all set. Have belief on yourself, have the confidence on yourself that yes, three mock papers, I got beyond 26, I'm ready for the exam. So take that consideration into mind, and that would do the job. But trust me, the reason I'm saying all this is because I don't want you to go outside. The moment you go outside, you deal up with wrong questions, mismatch answers, conflicting options. You think your knowledge is not up to the mark, and you start having that disbelief on yourself that you're not prepared well or you're getting confused. Pretty much a lot of those things will come up. So we don't want you to get confused after doing a great preparation. So invest your time in recalling that knowledge rather than searching for more than those three papers which are not even as per the syllabus, right? So that's what your answer would be. Okay, another one coming from Kishore. Good evening, very good evening, Kishore. I'm working in night shift. It's permanent for a long time. I joined as fresher QA associate. How to keep myself confident? Sometimes I lose hope. Um, First of all, congratulations, Kishore. You were looking for some jobs last time I remember when we connected, and now you finally have one with you. I think the journey has been pretty long. You started with learning software testing with me, and then we saw the progress, and finally you got. So, congratulations. And yeah, see, sometime I would say I'm being very, very transparent. The night shifts can be slightly discouraging. Okay, so I may tell you at this point is keep looking for some good other offers. which is probably in a day shift, because you just can't compromise with your health, right? If you think that you're not able to keep up based on this timelines, like night shift is not for you, then keep looking for some other options as well meanwhile, and try to jump there. Because as an QA associate, initial positions, I think till 6 months, your probation will be there and you will have only 30 days of notice. But after probation period ends, you will not have one. So make sure that you take your call in first 6 months of this offer and decide whether you want to stay there or not, right? But if you think you are comfortable with the night shifts, okay, it's just I don't know, for what you said, I lose hope sometimes. If that was just for the timings, then that's the solution. If it is anything else, let me know. I would be talking about that and helping you there, Kishore. Okay, Tahir has another question. What kind of questions can we expect if we got an interview call for the position of junior manual software tester? Have you uploaded some videos for interview preparation? I'm in still the preparation part of creating some interviews like live, as the other people are now doing. It's trending on YouTube that people, technology people, are doing some live interviews and putting them up on their channel. So I'll be looking forward to create more specific testing based questions. But yes, there will be more typical from the real time. But for a junior manual tester, it's more of like the fundamentals. Okay, they cannot ask you, right? A junior software tester, and that too manual, right? They don't have anything other than the definition, and the company expects that this person has never worked in the real time. He probably could be a unexperienced guy, and he literally doesn't know. So how much ever you know from the fundamentals, that is the certification, would be more than enough for you to answer. Okay, so the more you know about it, the better you know about it will help you to get that. Okay, so they won't ask you anything beyond that, like how exactly do you solve such problems, how do you coordinate with the developers, how do you write a particular report, how do you confine to a particular scenario, right? So they may not ask you all that. So this is limited to the concepts and content what you'll be learning in the ISTQB. Yeah, probably they can ask you to write test cases. Okay, any organization will ask you to write some test cases on a given module or maybe an application, and you should be looking forward to that. That you should know how to write test cases when an application or maybe a particular page is quickly given to you, and you have to write those questions. Okay, I hope I'll be creating some good videos on that coming up soon. So give me some time for that. I need to look forward to some candidates. So I look out and call out right here on this live session to all of you that if you want to be a aspiring candidate of one of my videos, that where we talk about the different experiences interview. So please nominate yourself, drop me a text on any of the video, or drop me a text on this live chat, or maybe below this once this live chat gets end. Let me know if you would be interested, or go to my about page. You would have my email ID there on this channel. If you go to the channel page and click on about, you will find my email ID there. Drop me an email that yes, I would like to be a candidate to be featured on your channel to do a mock interview and help everyone else in the world. Please drop me an email. I would talk to you, look at your portfolio, and we will organize a video conferencing call to do the interview and help everyone else. So we would need volunteers for this, and I would be more than happy to take you as a volunteer, okay, as a candidate to do the interview, the mock interview video, and put it across to everyone in the world. So please look forward, team. Anyone who is watching this video, even after the live session ends, feel free to nominate yourself, and I would talk to you soon. Okay. Hamid says, thank you so much for answering my questions effectively. It's all my pleasure, Hamid. That's what we are doing on this call right here. Tyre says, I know it's a difficult thing to ask which tool should one for first. Okay, like which one should we start with? I would suggest you go with Selenium. Okay, Selenium is the fundamental for even Cucumber. Okay, and the reason why I'm recommending Selenium is because most of the organizations, they are using Selenium, most. So your opportunities or your windows are open to multiple organizations. But if you say Cypress Or if you talk about, okay, Cucumber is a part of Selenium specific to agile test approach. We call it as BDD, behavior driven development, right? So similarly, Mockito deals with TDD, test driven development. So it's just that Mockito people don't hear because developers use this. When it comes to BDD, testers use it. So you know that. Cucumber is one. Correct. But everything works on the fundamental of Selenium. So when you know Selenium, everything else will become simpler. But nobody will ask directly a test on the cucumber or something. Or you will not be able to directly do something called as cucumber. But yeah, it will be simple and easy if you know Selenium a bit. So people will not say, I want to hire a tester who just knows cucumber, right? That's not something which is a mandatory skill. That's an add-on skill. That if you say, I know Selenium, I know cucumber as well, that's where people will say, okay, great, that's a good profile. But if you just say, I know cucumber, I don't know Selenium, then first of all, the profile will get rejected. The reason is, how did he do cucumber without knowing Selenium? How do you drive the test? There are a lot of fundamentals there, right? And if you say, no, I don't know cucumber yet, but I know the basics of cucumber and I know Selenium. Okay, that's great. This is what we are looking forward to. So this is where I'm recommending you Selenium because a lot of organizations are looking forward to them and they are using it. So you have wide open options to choose from. You'll get your opportunities very quick and fast calls to attend the interviews. So I hope that answers your question, Tahir. And Kishore says, yes, sir, I'll look some more options in 6 months. I really like QA profile. Day shift is good for mental and physical health. Yep, sure. I knew that. So please look forward to some options which you can get in the day shift and prepare yourself for that because we don't want you to compromise on your health while getting wealth, right? So that's a different thing altogether. One way you earn, then other side you spend that on fixing those issues which you get while you earn that. So certainly take care of yourself. Yes, team. I think I'm pretty much caught up so far. Okay. Hamid says another one. What type of basic programming knowledge one should have with regards to writing test cases? Okay, writing test cases doesn't really need programming knowledge at all. It's more of like understanding the requirement. A tester, a QA is driven by the behavior of the system. That what is a user is expected to do working on a particular application? What are the various scenarios? And we just write English statements as a part of the test cases when you talk about manual testing, right? And when it comes to automation, that's where a programming skill comes into picture. So if you are saying, I'm talking about automation testing, becoming an automation tester, yes, you can start with Python, you can start with Java, which would be fundamentals for any automation testing tool. And we would like you to, look forward to those programming languages. The reason is, if you know those two fundamentals, most of the tools will be easy to understand. Or most of the tools make use of these languages to automate something, especially when you talk about Selenium, right? You can use Java, you can use C Sharp, you can use Python, you can use Perl, you can use Ruby. Selenium support multiple languages. So either of like Java or Python, if you know that, that would be good to work on certain things. Or most of the application today has been built on Python. So that's where the other option I gave you, but not both of them to start with. You can always start with Java and later you can get into the other part of it, like working on other languages. That should be fine. But as far as Selenium is concerned, I think the Java would be enough to get started as most of the organizations are using that. Okay, so that's where the automation part will invite the programming knowledge, but doing a manual testing, you don't have to deal with any knowledge of programming, just understanding the requirements, writing the test scenarios, and executing them. Okay, we have another one coming in from Hussein. Hussein says, sir, can you tell me which certification is good when I'm doing two different tasks, automation and also manual, test analyst or automation? It depends on your experience, Hussein. So if you think you are pretty much like 5 years of experience or maybe more, I would suggest you going with the test analyst certification, and that's for the role. See, these are two different things. One is for the role in terms of the designation. If you want to be called yourself as a senior engineer or probably a team lead or test lead, that's where the test analyst certification will add value, right? A senior resource of the testing team, probably like the test lead. Okay, so that test analyst acts there. But when you talk about automation, this is for anyone, no matter your 2 years of experience, 5 years of experience, 10 years of experience, but you want to be certified on the skill of automation testing, that's where you take up the test automation engineer certification. So I hope that pretty much makes you clear that test analyst is based on the experience, a role specific certification, but automation is profile specific certification, and that can be taken by anyone who is working in automation. Nothing has to do with your experience at all. Okay, so you have any plans to upload automation with Selenium course? Yes, I do have plans, but this will not be on this channel. It will be on my other channel, which I just quoted above. So, which is called as Testing in Nutshell. I'm dropping it again for you. Be a part of that channel as well, because I talk a lot about other things than ISTQB on this channel. Okay, so yes, we'll be doing the Selenium course pretty much soon, and currently we are doing X-ray sessions there for the test management, and post that I will pick up Selenium. Okay, let me cross check if I missed any comment here. Yeah, pretty much caught up. So yes, team, feel free to drop any more questions. If you are happy, do not forget to drop the thumbs up, because we want everyone in the world to know that there's a live session happening here where we cater your queries, clarifications, doubts, and respond to them without any cost or condition. So you're just free to join the session, get your queries resolved, and drop. That should be fine. But yes, you can always be here to listen to other people queries, other people concerns, which adds always the value. So we always suggest people to stay on the call so that they look forward to other people questions, and that would certainly add a lot of value. Yes, team, looking forward to more questions. If you got one, do not hesitate. Just let me know what your queries are, and I'm here talking about your concerns and helping you get the resolution for that. And I would be more than happy to give you the solutions what you're looking at. Hamid says, is there any other ways to reach you out? Yes, certainly. Google helps you to reach out to me by any means. Even if you click on the description of this live video right now, you would find all my links in the description at the bottom. Okay, just ping me there. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, anyhow, you can reach me out there. Description. All right, we have another one coming in from Adarsh. He says, what should be the basic and advanced automation testing skills one should have? Okay, basic and advanced in automation. There's no something specific, but yes, as you have asked me this question, let me slightly elaborate it. When it comes to basic automation, is all about you look at an application, you identify the locators, identify the XPath, do an automation, and click on that button. That's called as a basic automation skill. That if I give you a module, if I give you an application, you would be pretty much able to automate it, right? But when you talk about advanced skills of automation, it means that can you make this script reusable? Can you make this script linear or maybe modularized? That means if I don't want to run entire transaction and only want to run 1, 2, 5, then can I do that? That's called as modularization, where I can break my entire test into different classes and call the classes according to my need, right? That's advanced. Talking about the frameworks, like can I data drive the test? Can I keyword drive the test? So data driven testing, keyword driven testing. Talking about doing some complex scenarios like condition based execution, driving it from Excel. Like if I provide in a condition in the Excel, and the Excel will tell me whether which test to run or not, updating the results during the runtime back to the Excel. So from the Selenium, from the test ng, you will be picking up the results and putting back into the Excel. So nobody has to see the tool at all. If you have the Excel, you have everything to know what exactly is going on. That's called as advanced. So this is a quick differentiator, others, that how you can differentiate between a basic automation tester and advanced automation tester. So if you know how to automate something, that can be called as basic. But how to make that automation more proficient, more resourceful, more reusable, and advanced in terms of getting the maximum output with minimum work, that is what we call it as the advanced automation skills. And I hope that pretty much makes sense to you. If you have any other questions, please drop me another query. We have Akshay here. Akshay says, "Hello, sir. I referred your videos for foundation level and I cleared it. Thank you so much." Congratulations, Akshay, and thanks for letting us know. Thanks for joining in here and letting us know that you have succeeded. We are really, really happy for you. In fact, all of the people who are watching this video right now would be happy about you. And thanks for letting us know, because when you come back and let us know about your results, a lot of people look at it as an inspiration and they really understand that the videos will be helpful for them when they invest the time. So thank you once again for being a part here, and we look forward to great successes in future. So all the very best for that, and do let us know if you're looking for any other suggestions, queries, certifications. This channel is always there to cater you, and I'm in fact there with them. Okay, so Hussein says, you are providing any training in Selenium? uh, I don't have time to do the training, Hussein. I used to do, but now my calendars are so packed up. I don't have any time for my public sessions. In fact, I used to do public sessions for people out there on the weekends, but now the weekends are also packed. So I pretty much don't have time to do the training. That's where I wanted to share my knowledge through these videos. So yeah. Okay, Hamid says, okay, I'll connect with you on LinkedIn. Thank you. Sure, you're welcome. Adarsh says, yep, thank you for your inputs. You're welcome, Adarsh. Yes, team, anyone else looking forward to anything more, feel free to drop them. Do not hesitate. Do not even do a thought that if your question may sound stupid to me, doesn't make any sense to me. A question is always a question, not something like a high advanced level question or maybe a stupid or silly question. Your question is a question to me, and I would love to answer that. So do not hesitate, do not feel anything about it. Just drop what comes to your mind, and I would be talking about it and helping you understand that. All right, meanwhile, Tahir has dropped another one. Tahir says, after ISTQB test sets, what are the next plans? Test sets for Agile extension are on the cards. Yep. There are other options available. So we generally, if you see the trend on the channel, we take a poll from the audience of our channel that what is that they're looking for next. So we give them 4 to 5 options, and people vote for it. The one which gets the maximum vote, we pick it up as the next set of tutorials. And once we complete that, again, the polling options will have the previous option and some new options. So this is how we pick up the next one from the card. So you will have a poll on my channel community page. Just make sure that you keep a track on the community page and vote for your favorite option. So yes, these are all my options for the next time. All right, we have another one coming in from Sabah. Sabah says, hello. I passed ISTQB Foundation level. Your videos helped me, for which I want to thank you. It's all my pleasure, Sabah, and thank you for letting us know about your result. First of all, congratulations on the success. We are really, really proud to have great success results coming up from our channel tutorials. And we are really proud and happy that we could create such good content that people can utilize it, learn from it, and gain that achievements, what you really wanted to achieve as a part of the learning. So we are really happy, in fact, feeling a great pleasure that we could possibly create those good contents to help you all out. So thank you so much for stepping in back here on the live session and letting us know about your result. We wish you all the very best for your future endeavors, and let us know if you need anything else. Yep, sure. You can always look forward to the advanced level and let us know if you think you need any assistance there, because we are always here to address your queries, suggest you with some responses, and help you to achieve your goals next time as well. Okay, so all the very best and take care. Go ahead, team. If you got more questions, we are almost half the time, and we have another kind of 25 minutes to go from this live session, and we would be looking forward to, more and more questions because I'm not here to sit idle. This 1 hour, I should answer as much as possible. So just put your questions on the chat box, and I'll pick it up from there. Okay, Sabah also says, could you please clarify for us, which path should we choose? Test analyst, technical test analyst, or test manager? But I'm more into manual part of QA. So I think going to the test analyst or test manager. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, and that gives me an idea as well, that I should create one video to talk about the certifications and who can take it up, right? Because I see a lot of people whenever I do the live sessions asking about that which certification is next and how do I decide that. So I think now I'll create a quick certification video explaining you the various certifications on ISTQB and talking about each one of them to tell you that what exactly are the options which you can look forward to and how you can decide on this. But let me answer you as you ask this question. None of the certification except test automation engineer has to do with the knowledge of manual or automation. These are role specific certification. If you are someone coming from functional testing, like unit integration system, etc., you take up a test analyst certification. If you are coming from non-functional testing, like security, performance, portability, compatibility, usability, etc., we recommend you technical test analyst because the syllabus is completely different. Here we talk about black box testing technique. In technical test analyst, we talk about white box testing techniques. All right. So the first decision gets done there if you are a functional tester or non-functional tester. The third thing comes is my experience. That if I'm 2 or 3 years of experience, can I take up test analyst? Will it add any value to my portfolio or journey or not? The answer is no, because test analyst is for someone who is looking forward to be a team lead or test lead or someone. But yeah, at least 4 to 5 years of experience is good, because even if you try to take up that certification and you don't have the knowledge about it, you will not succeed. So 4 to 5 years is a good experience in testing to crack test analyst certification. When it comes to test manager, is again like 6 to 7 years of experience would be minimum to tackle those questions, because test manager is not like ISTQB foundation or test analyst. The syllabus is completely given to you in an outlined way, and the examination is completely on your real time experience, scenario based questions. So they do not ask you straightforward questions from syllabus. They give you literally real time scenarios that this is what the world is doing, and this is what you will be expected to answer. And being a test manager, you have to take decisions. You are a manager, right? Until unless you think that you are ready for manager, why would you take a test manager certification, right? Makes sense, isn't it? So people with 7 to 8 years of experience, 10 years of experience opt for test manager, because even if you attempt, you would not succeed because you don't have the experience of solving problem, decision making, finding out alternatives, etc. So you will not be able to answer those examination questions. And what I see here, Sabha says, I have 1 to 1.5 years of experience. Roughly taking test analyst certification would not help me jump ahead in my career. Uh, it would. It would if you can crack it. But I'm slightly afraid that you still have that experience, what you need to tackle, because you will have some scenario based questions. Take up. I'm not saying that don't take it up. Take up the syllabus, take up the tutorials, and if you think slightly at any point that these are something which are going bouncer for me, I do not really understand what he just said here, then spend some more time with the industry and then get back to this. Meanwhile, you can pick up the agile certifications, you can pick up the specialist certifications, like mobile tester, automation tester, or maybe performance tester, whatever is relevant to you. You can pick one from them. So if you think, see, you can evaluate yourself. When you go through the tutorials, you will automatically understand, are you able to understand these concepts or not? If you are able to understand, take up the certification, no harm. But if you think, no, things are not under my understanding, I've never done such things before, that's where you stop. That there's no point investing your hard earned money to fail, right? I don't want you to see failures. So you make a decision better there. All right. I hope that answers your question, Sabah. Akshay says, I have a question. Now I have cleared foundation, so that should be my next goal. Please share some light. I think, Akshay, you got the light. Okay, if you still need anything, just let me know, Akshay. All right, we have Urban here. Any book for preparing ISTQB TAE or TM? Okay, there's only one book, I think, which is available on Amazon, and there's no other option. Okay, there's only one difficult person who has written that book. For the test manager, I think it's Rex Black. So you can take up that book. And for TAE, I don't remember the author name, but there is only one book available internationally through Google or through Facebook. Through Amazon. So I don't remember the author name, but if you search by test ISTQB test automation engineer, you'll find that one book, and he has the monopoly. There's no other option. So if you think you would like to go with that, please take it. I've never used it, so no personal recommendations. I cannot share any feedback. I never used that. I didn't use it, so I cannot share any feedback. Okay. And Irving also says, any certification for DevOps for testers and QAs? DevOps are tool-specific certifications. So you can look for Scrum Alliance. They have DevOps certifications. And you can look forward to tool-specific like Bitbucket or GitHub or anything like Copado. So whatever tool you're using, you can just get those certifications, or else look for Scrum Alliance. Okay, like the body which provides CSM, PSM, etc. They do have DevOps certifications also, which will be recognized globally. So please look forward to that. All right, so there's no one coming in here. I think pretty much caught up. Okay. Okay, there's a request from Vetri to Sabah. So if you can connect, that would be good to help each other. All right, Irvin says, thanks for your answers. Thank you so much, Irvin, for asking your questions, and all the very best. Did I miss out anything on the way? Yeah, Sabah says, should we humbly brag about certificates though? Sorry, I pretty much didn't get that. What is that? Brag. What do you mean by brag? Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? I just learned a new word today. Yes, humbly brag out. You always put the logo. I'm not sure if you have heard of that or not. You would put the ISTQB certified tester icon on your portfolio. Even on your LinkedIn page, you can highlight in your summary that you are ISTQB certified, add your certification, put the ID of the certificate so that it can be validated by anyone. So put all that, and that's professional ethics, that the certification should be showcased, not hidden. Okay? You should possibly put them everywhere, wherever you are publicly available to anyone. Okay, publicly available and professional network, not on the social media like Facebook or Twitter. But yeah, LinkedIn is a good platform. Any job portals where you might be looking forward to switch your job, you can put there, and your resume must have the ISTQB logo. So please include that, and mention also that these are my certification sections and I got certified. So include all that. Okay. Yeah, to mention them, this is my profile. Sure. Thank you. Urban says, could you upload more videos about chapter 3 of TAE certification, please? That complicated for me. Sure, I look forward to add more support there. If you can tell me more specifically on which topic you got stuck, was that for the entire chapter 3 or just the any specific topic? Sama says, can you also tell us about expert level? Oh, expert level is more of like director position or more of like an assessor. So it's more of like a person who doesn't get involved with the project activities, but responsible for improvising testing at the organization level. For example, if I'm working in XYZ, then I'm just one person there in the organization who talks about all the projects testing, not just one project. So we define quality process, we define standards, we select tools at the organization level, not just at a project level. So test manager is at project level, whereas this person who is expert level certified is more of like test director or maybe test consultant hired by the organization at the organization level. So you're not specific or particular to a limited project. You always being consulted whenever a new project comes into picture and multiple projects reach out to you for any assistance when getting stuck with testing or finding the right approach to test a particular application. So expert level takes you there. Mm-hmm. No, Sabab. When you say QA leads, that's what the test manager job is. So QA leads to look forward to test manager certification. This is from the process improvement that I'm going to bring renovation to what you have been doing. Or I identify from my past experience, like 20 years of experience, 25 years of experience, and I just look at the project and tell that no, at this point you have to do this. Unit testing must be preponed, system testing can be delayed, a performance team is must here because these are the complexities in the design, and this person knows everything in the process and how to make your process better, like the process of testing, not an activity or just limited to that. So this person improvises your process and comes up with those ideas of renovation and defines the measures, defines the practices, not just like strategy or approach. A lot more. Look at the syllabus outline, you'll get to know that what exactly I'm talking about. It takes time. All right, so we have leave in blank says ISTQB, Java, and Scrum Master certificate. Would it be great to have for us? ISTQB is must, I would say, because that's only the thing what the testers can avail to showcase their testing skills. Java, yes, of course, for automation testing, is great help. And Scrum Master, not necessarily, can be completely optional because we are not looking forward to drive a Scrum team. Being a technical person, why would you like to take up a non tech certification? CSM is a non tech certification, which is optional. And we don't want or we don't recommend technical people to take up. Yeah, if you want to talk about agile, that I know the knowledge of Scrum, then that's where the Scrum Master comes into picture, right? But anyone can take it up, but not from an intention of showcasing to people that I'm a certified Scrum Master. No, tell them that I took up the certification, but I'm sure about what the Scrum process is all about, right? So that's how you can take it. So it's optional. You really don't need it. You, as far as you know the process, that's fine. So ISTQB Java is enough. Scrum Master is optional. If you want, you can take it up as an add-on, but not necessary for a tester. Okay, so Urban says, I found the book for TAE by Rocky Nook. Yep, editor, but it's not available on Amazon. Check you if you don't believe me. Probably, it does to you. I'm not saying it's not there. Could you share this book in PDF, please? Oh, I'm not the author. Sorry. Only the authors can do that. I don't have a PDF copy of that. So you have to buy the book because PDFs are not available. I pretty much don't have that version. If I had, certainly I would have shared with you, but I don't have a copy of that. Okay, Victory. Okay, Irvin, what's up opinion about Cypress? Is it the future of automation? Is it better than Selenium? To be frank, I'm not looking into Cypress right now. In fact, I have not even tried them. But yes, we're talking about the world of UI based automation too, okay, rather than being open source. So we are talking about Tosca, we are talking about Catalan, we are talking about UiPath. We are talking about these sort of tools which gives the freedom for people to write the script, customize it, and we also talk about things like which are specific to the cloud, right? A lot of things are not working on the cloud. So we have something coming up as UiPath, right? So RPA tools, right? You can target them because they are catering a wider range of application with the options of UI with the scripting, both. So anyone can look forward to do automation. So people are now getting back from open source like Selenium to more of like UI based tools, which can help people to do automation in a very simple manner without maximum effort and rather minimum effort, maximum output. So Cypress, to be frank, I'm not looking into it right now, so I don't know much about it. Yeah, I would look forward to it and get back to you if that looks great to anyone. And I've not tried it, so I cannot talk about it, cannot recommend anything on that. But yeah, there are other tools like Catalan, Tosca. Tosca is again like Tricentis tool. Just give it a try. That's a very great tool and can certainly take over the market. And on the other hand, you do have UiPath. Okay, we do have MH. Can I do ISTQB foundation level without any experience or with 7 years of gap in career? Okay, there are no prerequisites for ISTQB foundation is the answer. Even people who are in graduation, not even completed their graduation, can take up the certification pretty well. Okay, there are no prerequisites. Nobody has any criteria by the board stating that you should be, having some experience or you should be graduated. You shouldn't have any career gaps. No, no prerequisites to take up ISTQB Foundation. Anybody can take it up. So you're free to go ahead and get certified. Urban Size, okay. Do you have the TAE book? It will be released on July 1st, 2022. I found this on Amazon USA. Oh no, I don't have any book on test automation. Trust me, if I had, I would have given you. Yassine, we have another 8 minutes, or kind of 7 minutes to go from this live session, and we would like to make sure that we have answered your queries. So if you got one, feel free to drop that on the chat box. I'm here talking about your queries, explaining your concerns, helping you get your doubts clarified, and providing you the resolution. So feel free and let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to respond to them. Do not forget to drop a thumbs up if you think you are really happy with the service we are providing. We are appropriately meeting your expectations when you ask a question because these likes help YouTube algorithm to know that this video should be sent to multiple other people across the world so that they can reach out to this video especially. I never ask people to like my other videos or subscribe my channel and sort of thing, right? I never beg for it. What I mean is here, this live session, I want to, let whole world know that you can come and ask your question, and subscribing is not a criteria. Anybody can be a part of this channel and ask this question during this live session. Okay, Ibn says, who did you prepare for? Okay, how did you prepare for all certifications? Okay, that's a very tricky question to answer. I certainly used a book for foundation level, okay, which was written by Dorothy Graham. And today I'm an author for ISTQB Foundation, competing with Dorothy Graham, right? And all other certifications, it was all my experience because don't forget, I'm an instructor too. I'm a technology, speaker. So we have great knowledge in terms of exploring things beyond a kind of, a regular working professional, because as we hop into different organizations, we learn a lot of case studies, we learn a lot of use cases. So we are not confined within one particular cubicle. Our portfolio, being an instructor, being a consultant, being a speaker, helps us to get into several organizations. And we spend little time but with many organizations. That's where our understanding about a particular concept is much, much wider than an ordinary employee, right? Ordinary tester. So any instructor, I'm not talking about myself, anyone who is into instructing, teaching or training or doing corporate seminars and workshop, they will have wider knowledge about any concept. That's how I prepared for my certifications, and that was all my real-time experience as well. So I did not really have to refer any book. So I did not have one with me. In fact, there was no solution when we were looking for the certifications back 5 years ago. Okay, so yeah, I did not prepare through the book. It was all my experience and knowledge which I had, which I used to prepare for it. All right, coming to Sabha. Sabha says, please give me an advice on my project. I feel like I could be progressing faster, but due to communication issues with team members, I can't really do that. My team lead was a bit unsatisfied too. But after I got certified, I did not feel negativity from her. I want to somehow progress fast, but I don't know how to do it when there is a pressure. Automation, to have a maximum of automation in your process, because the more automation you have, you would be faster in your process, because that reduces a lot of your effort and the time can be very well utilized for doing that, correct? So you would, by doing automation, you would reduce a lot of your time, investing your time to do manual work, and you can very well automate all your job. So that's how you can go faster. But again, faster, which, like, what senses, what do you mean by like lead was a bit unsatisfied too with your fast approach? Until its development happens, you cannot test it. So look into all those things, and let me know what do you think, you want to know more. So having automation in place would be a great thing to reduce your efforts on the manual work and faster in the process. Okay, before we come to the closure, let me pick up the remaining ones as well. Okay, Tapelo coming in here saying, how long does it take to prepare for ISTQB Foundation exam roughly? It all depends on your understanding. People take between 10 to 15 days on an average to prepare for the certification. But again, I never recommend that standard timeline, because it's all about your certification. Like, sorry, your knowledge about it. How fast you grab the things, how fast you feel confident, that's more important here. If you think you want to take some more time, and again, what's your bandwidth? How much time do you really allocate on daily basis? People have done their preparation in 2 days and passed the exam on the third day. Example, people have taken 30 days to prepare and passed on the 31st day. Example. So it just depends on you, how long you think you're going to take to understand the concepts, gain that confidence, and number of times you would visit the videos and do some sample papers and gain that confidence. It could be a week, could be 15 days, could be 30 days. Take your time. We don't have any recommendation, but on an average, most of the people complete their preparation between 10 to 15 days of time. Okay, so all the best, Tapelo. If you have anything else, just let me know. Irvin says you should be an ISTQB trainer minting money. Oh, so pretty much thinks that the person doesn't know me. I'm building up these videos. I'm already an instructor and well known. Well, you should be proud enough, Irvin, to know that you're talking to the world's best instructor on ISTQB right now. Thank you to all our viewers, because Google now recommends us the best in any country. If you go to Google and say ISTQB Foundation tutorials, you'll find the first video of our channel, which is TM Square. We all together have made it happen. I cannot make anything happen on the tip of top for a Google specific SEO. So thank you all, the audience here who have made it happen. and we are the world's best recommended tutorials for ISTQB. Thank you for that. Okay, Sabha says thank you. Thank you so much for your. You are a golden person. Thank you so much for that. That's a wonderful comment, and these comments keep us, ignited, inspired, fueled up to keep up the good work for all of you. Again, in return, what you get is all that suggestions. We come up with these kind of, inputs, and we talk to people that, okay, nobody is helping people to get their doubts clarified. Let's start a live session and talk to the people and help them get those resolution, right? So it's just those feedback, those comments, people coming up and showcasing that love to us, showcasing that affection to us, and we feel, yeah, people are liking about what I'm doing, let me do more for them. Of course, on the very first day, if I feel that people are not happy, I would rather try to improvise myself. If that's not still helping, I would say, leave it. This is not my work. I think this is not what I'm good at. But if I'm doing it, people are happy, people are coming with great comments, great feedback, great compliments, we feel happy and we think to do more for you. So thank you so much for your valuable commenting. You're all saying great words, and I think I'm really happy to have such audience to make it happen because and speaker. Okay, a speaker, a person who is doing something independently is nothing without the audience. If your audience are not there, I can talk for entire day, but there's no one to listen, right? But if I have 2,000 people sitting down here in front of me and then I talk in a seminar, I get that feeling, right? People say that, yeah, this person is talking something interesting. So audience makes a person successful. So thank you so much for being there. It's really, really great to have a great audience like you. And thanks for showcasing your support, showcasing your, what do you say, transparent comments, because we never look forward to fake things, right? We want YouTube to know, our world to know that this is how it is. And thank you for your valuable comments coming on down there. I'm looking at it and feeling really, really, great about my work so far. And we would like to continue the same in future as well. So that's where we hit the clock already. But yes, as we don't have any questions pending for answering, we would like to call off the day today. So thank you so much for being here on this live session, team. You have been a great audience, because until you join and ask your questions, we cannot say this live session is successful. So thanks for participating in here, and we would be looking forward to come back again on the next Saturday and help you respond to your queries. Even if you have any queries between that duration, feel free to drop and comment or reach out to me on LinkedIn, reach out to me on Facebook, anywhere, wherever you think you're comfortable at. I would be more than happy to respond there as well. Okay, so that's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Stay tuned, team, and stay safe. We'll see you next weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.